What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Majay and I'm back. And I'm back with another video, and this is To Catch a Predator, the Vampire Predator. Why do they call him the Vampire Predator? Are you out here biting people, sir? If you are, that's extra weird. So I'm gonna cut this intro short because I want to see what's going on. So no further ado, let's get into the video.
Hey, how you doing?
You act like this is some big joke here.
These were people that were in the shadows, and now they have been exposed.
My seasoned detectives and myself were shocked at what we saw happening.
I believe that we would have had some young child sexually abused.
Dateline's groundbreaking series is back.
I'm not a really predator.
You're not a real predator.
No, sir.
Just a pretend predator.
Men targeting children online.
A field trip in Florida.
So you drove 60 miles to see a 14-year-old girl.
I feel like if you gotta drive 60 miles for a 14-year-old girl, you should give up on life. In a love aspect, not just give it up. That sounds bad. Give up on love. If you have to drive 60 miles, that's what, a full tank of gas? 2? Depends on what car you got. 60 miles. Do you know how many women you drove by? And you couldn't find none. 60 miles for a 14-year-old girl? That's ridiculous. That's, first off, you shouldn't be talking to 14-year-old girls anyway. Like, what about a minor? What about a kid? Kids are stupid. Like, kids don't like anything but fart jokes in SpongeBob. Wait, they don't watch SpongeBob no more, do they? What do they watch? Big Time Rush. Whatever.
A repeat rendezvous in California.
You know, you look familiar.
Oops.
And arrest after arrest after arrest.
Oh my God! Put your hands up.
The latest on the series that's changed laws and lives.
If Dateline had not been there, there could have been 51 victims.
Through a click of a mouse, your child can go visit and talk to people that they'd never talked to.
It's time for all of us to wake up.
Chris Hansen goes coast to coast to catch a predator. Thanks for joining us. I'm Stone Phillips.
And I'm Ann Curry. This time, we're in Long Beach, California, where the long arm of the law has reached out and grabbed more than 36 men in just 3 days.
Whoa, so, okay, quick question. How does this work exactly? Like, whose property is this? Is this just like a government house where they just do operations at? Is this somebody's actual place that they're just letting people set up and do things? I wonder how, like, that actually goes, because I doubt they just going on Airbnb and just selected a place to just set up and do things like that. So, I don't know.
Hands behind your head.
This time, someone's gone online to post a warning our hidden cameras are in the neighborhood. But think that stopped these men? A reminder, some of what you're about to hear and see is explicit. Here's Chris Hansen.
What do we have coming up right now? That's our Avalanche. That's our 1230, Mike, 29 years old.
We've always been aware that the men coming into our undercover houses could be dangerous.
Now stay there. We don't want to send you out yet. We just don't.
But as we set up our To Catch a Predator operation in Long Beach, California, the very first man who arrives has us especially worried.
Whoa, hold on. Here he comes. He's coming. Head to position 3.
29-year-old Michael Warriker, an unemployed computer technician, uses the frightening screen name, "Can I Rape You Anally?"
Like, just look him up already. Your screen name is "Can I Rape You Anally?" Like, why are we even wasting our time at this point? Why even engage in conversation? Just based off the username alone, I feel like that should be enough, right? As soon as he talks to a girl anywhere online and his username is "Can I Rape You Anally?" Right? Am I wrong? I feel like I'm not wrong for thinking that. And with a username like that, how you can't expect to meet women like that. Period. Just throw him in jail.
He thinks he's coming to meet a girl who said she was 13.
Okay, open up the door.
What Warwicker apparently doesn't know is he's really been chatting with an adult decoy from Perverted Justice. That's an online watchdog group Dateline uses as a consultant to do what it normally does. Go into chat rooms, mostly on Yahoo and AOL, set up computer profiles, and in this case, pretend to be children under the age of 14 who are interested in sex.
Okay, first off, what are you even talking about in chat rooms? Like, what can you talk about? And how do you meet people? Like, how do chat rooms even operate?
That's cool.
In his online chat, Warwicker tells the decoy maybe we should hook up and says he would like to have anal sex with her. The decoy says, ouch, I think that would hurt a lot. Warwicker responds, yeah, but it's a good pain, you know. Now, Warwicker is at the door.
Hi, how you doing?
Being met by a youngish-looking 18-year-old decoy playing the girl who's supposed to be home alone.
Can you sit down?
And it's time for me to have a chat with him.
We have a lot to talk about.
Though my arrival doesn't seem to faze him one bit.
This is Punch, right?
Yeah. What are you doing here?
Hanging out.
Hanging out.
Yes. And I knew that this was a setup because this was too convenient for this.
What was too convenient?
You didn't know if it was a setup, because if you knew if it was a setup, you would have came in the first place. So, I mean, good try. I mean, you can say it's a setup now that you see me walk from behind the corner, but no, sir, you did not know it's a setup. So, Cap.
In a chat room and just talking about everything that she did.
And how old was this so-called person you were talking to?
She said she was 13, but...
She said she was 13. And how old are you?
I'm 29.
And you thought it was okay to come over here and meet a 13-year-old girl at the age of 29?
And hang out, yeah.
That's all you're going to do was hang out?
That's what I told her, yes.
Yeah.
But remember, we have his chat log, where he writes to someone who says she's a 13-year-old female, I like rape. She responds, creepy. Warwicker explains that he doesn't really want to rape her, just rough sex. I'd want you to resist and pretend you didn't want it and stuff.
What kind?
Like, just based off the chat alone, you can't just go get him. Like, you text somebody, I like rape. Like, I don't get the thought process here. Like, and even if you're not talking about rape, you're talking about really rough sex to where you point to her to resist and pretend like she's being raped. Why would you want that? Like, dude is weird.
If a guy has a screen name, can I rape you anally?
It gets responses.
Do you think rape is funny?
No.
Then why would you do this?
It's just something that I like to put myself into that role and talk about, you know?
Warwicker also asks online if he could tie the girl down while they're having sex. And it gets scarier when he goes on to add, I might want to cut you a little, suck on your blood, laugh out loud.
A trait that I look for is, you know, they enjoy a little bit of pain here and there, you know.
You had girl friends who enjoy a little bit of pain.
Yeah.
Well, how many times have you had a conversation like this and actually met somebody to fulfill this rape fantasy?
Never.
Never?
No. I just thought it'd be cool, you know, to hang out because I
thought it'd be cool to come over here after having a chat that went somewhat like this. So if I wanted to bend you over and just shove it in your and it hurt pretty bad, you wouldn't do anything, would you? Yeah, I would scream and try to hit you. Well, yeah.
Okay, I was stuck on the blood. Because it's crazy because I was just talking about, like, I was just asking someone. I was like, if you could think of something, it's probably happened or somebody's probably like tried it or something like that. So I was like, people probably like blood during sex, and that's crazy because I was just talking about that. But and then when you're texting that to a 13-year-old girl, even though she's not really 13, she's a decoy, but still, like, she's 13. She's a little girl. She still plays with Barbie dolls and Ken dolls. Like, I don't get she's a little girl. She's, what grade are you in? 13. Middle school? She's like, what, in middle school? Right? Middle school, like 8th grade? I want to assume. I don't know. But this dude is creepy.
This is somebody's joke here.
Well, sir,
I mean, these are your words, not mine. I'm not making this up, right? This is the stuff you said.
That's correct.
To somebody who said she was a 13-year-old girl.
Yes.
What do you do for a living?
Actually, right now I'm unemployed.
Unemployed.
I got a small inheritance a year ago and sort of took a break, but I'm almost out of money now.
Time to get back to work.
It's back to work.
Walker tells me he's brought along a scary movie to watch with the girl, a video camera, and lubricant.
And a video cam.
Is this any way for a 29-year-old man to behave?
Oh, he's a rapist. What do you need a camera for? Like, bro has some. Like, is it fetish? Nah, it can't be fetish. Like, I guess you don't want to knock anybody's sexual thing, but blood, pain, cameras, like, But yeah, you brought that to have sex with a 13-year-old girl. Lubricant, cameras. What are you recording for? Child porn now? That's what you do. That's what you're doing. That's what we on.
No.
You ever watch Dateline NBC?
Sometimes.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults who try to pick up young boys and girls online for sex. If there's anything else you want to tell us about why you're here and what you've been doing, we'd like to hear it. If not, you're clearly free to walk out the door you came in.
And just outside, the Long Beach police are getting into position.
Hands up in here.
He is charged with an attempted lewd act upon a child. Under California law, attempting to have sex with someone under the age of 14 is a felony, punishable by up to 4 years in prison. Walker pleaded no contest. He's the first in a long line of men who will be arrested by the Long Beach Police Department over the next 3 days.
See? Hey, whoa. Oh, she good, but yeah, being a predator, I don't understand the thought process. I don't get it. I don't think I ever will get it. I don't care to understand it, but Ro's a complete weirdo. First, from the username, can I rape you anally, to bring in a video camera, telling the girl he wants to cut her and suck her blood. She's 13. I don't know if you should send him to a mental ward or a hospital. I said a hospital or a jail. I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But anyway, that's gonna be it for my reaction, guys. If you enjoyed my reaction, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll be back with you guys next time. I'm out.